Good evening, everybody. Welcome to another big fact hunt. Here we are, still in lockdown, and it looks like we're going to be for at least a couple of months, which is good news because it means we're back. Probably not going to bother once all this is over, to be perfectly honest with you. But it's bad news because it's pretty boring, isn't it? It's getting to us. But we're back, and I'm thrilled about it. You'll notice a slight change of scenery. I've got the old pink on today. There's some love hearts and things behind me, which is all very exciting. We've got some great guests coming up for you. I hope you had a very good Valentine's weekend and an even better pancake day yesterday. If it has left you leaving a little flat, then we're here to pick you up with our usual nonsense. If you are watching, feel free to drop us something in the comments box. We always like hearing from you. This is a very interactive thing. It's a bit rubbish if it's just me talking to a little camera in my front room. I like to know that people are watching, and so far loads of you are, which is great, including my good friend Mark, who's there. Good evening, Mark. How are you? And we saw him earlier, the dancing machine. How you doing, Chris? Good to hear from you. So what we're going to do very quickly, as we always do, before we get on to the main part of the show, is we're going to go through how it all works. Some of you will possibly be here for the first time. You never know. So we're going to go through how it works. There are rules. They're very loose, and frankly, we don't care that much. But it's important that you know them. We tend to stick with 7 rules during the course of this quiz, just to make it nice and easy for you. They are to do with cheating and, of course, the way we mark things and general posting on social media, swearing and bothering me and donating, which is the most important thing, frankly, enjoying yourself. I will say, before we go too much further, my good friend Paula has once again put together this quiz for us. She's had a very big impact on a lot of it, including the table round, which has been shared to the Ceroc Evolution page. So if you want to go to that, it's probably where you're watching now. If you are watching on YouTube, nip over to Facebook, have a look at the Ceroc Evolution page, and you'll find it there. A little bit more about that later. But as we're going through, including looking at these god-awful pictures of me that have been added to the PowerPoint presentation by Paula, it's not me. I'm not some massive narcissist. It's just Paula likes to wind me up, and we love her for it. So, rule number 1 to do with cheating: don't use Google. You'll only be cheating yourself and perhaps your team. Hopefully a lot of you are playing along at home in your WhatsApp groups or in your Zoom meetings or whatever you're doing, and if you are trying to appear smarter than you are only cheating yourself. There are no big prizes in this. You'll just look like an idiot. So don't. All right, if you either know it or you don't. You also have to decide on an answer. We've found out that when we do these things live at Canberra or whatever, and the scores are considerably lower than when we do them online. And my guess is it's first partly people Googling it, which you can't get away with too easily at Canberra. But also, I think what happens is teams, they sort of decide, they talk about an answer, and they come up with a few answers, and they don't settle on one. And then when we say it, they say, oh, we said that, we're going to go ourselves a point. Don't do that. Make sure that you decide which answer is your team's answer, and if it's not the one that we've got on the sheet, then you are wrong. Okay. Number 2, marking. There are no half points unless we say. Generally, half points creeping in the music round. Other than that, there are 2 types of answers: either right answers or wrong answers. So when you're marking, and of course you're going to be marking your own, we're relying on your honesty. Make sure that you mark accurately. For God's sake. Number 3. There, you can tell she's watching. Look. Number 3. Posting. We like to hear from you. Don't post the answers online. That's where we don't like to hear from you. You've obviously seen this little ticking box of comments that's underneath the feed from where you're watching, which we love for you to populate with your own comments, thoughts, and whatever else. Tell us what you want, but don't guess the answers in there. We've had a bit of previous with that with 1 or 2 people, and they've been booted off. So don't. It's the equivalent of standing up in the middle of the pub and shouting out the answers. No one likes that. Don't do that. We won't thank you for it. What we'll do is we'll do the equivalent of kicking you out the pub by banning you from the feed. So please don't do that. But do post a picture of yourself taking part. If you can make it equally as fabulous as the one you're looking at now, things you do to promote Ceroc events. That was me being Posh Spice last year. I'm doing a pretty fabulous job. I'm going to get that off the screen as quick as possible. Oh, for God's sake. Swearing. Content can be a little bit adult. It is a love and sex and pancakes quiz. So you can probably imagine that 1 or 2 of the answers are going to be a little bit fruity. If you are offended by fruit content or swearing generally, there are other things that you could be doing, as Paula quite rightly says there. And she's been picking up swearing later in life. And she's becoming quite good at it. So you have been fucking warned, as she says right there, quite accurately. Bothering, don't call me as I'm busy. My phone is here. If you are lucky enough to have my number, good on you. But don't ring me. It's the way I monitor the feed and make sure everything's going okay. So please don't ring me. I won't answer it. And I'll just probably shout at you next opportunity I get. Oh, look at that, Tim. And the late, great Mike Ellard is not dead. We just don't talk to him anymore. In the background. Donating. It is free to watch, take part, do what you want. But the reason we started doing this, other than to keep the community together, of course, is the fact that I didn't have much of an income for a while when the whole dancing industry packed in. And I still don't really. I got myself a part-time job, which I'm very excited about. But frankly, it isn't enough to keep me in rent. So if you do want to donate as a thank you for entertaining us, it'd be very much appreciated. You can do that in two ways. GoFundMe.com/Ceroc Evolution or PayPal.me/Ceroc Evolution. I was hoping tonight that what we were going to do is we would be able to go live to the no dance tax appeal just as it ticked over the £50,000 mark, because it was looking for all the world, like during the quiz, that would be the case. It would just get to the point, just ticking over the 50 grand mark, which is incredible. During the quiz, I had a man lined up who was going to constantly hit refresh and let me know as soon as it ticked over that point. But it's already happened. Some very kind soul donated a massive amount of money earlier on. And it's ticked over the 50 grand mark, which we will talk about more during the show. You'll see my little hashtag in the top right-hand corner of your screen, which is all about what's going on there whenever you're doing that. You can also, if you want to send me some money, that's great. But you can continue to contribute to that fund, even though they've ticked over their first target. They do still need more money. So please, if you know anything about that, and we will talk about it more on the show, then please donate to them too. But frankly, for now, I'm more important. Enjoying yourself. It's a bit of fun. Don't take it too seriously. Make sure that when you're playing along at home that you don't sort of disagree with anything. If you do disagree with the answers, that's fine. Just don't tell me, because frankly, I don't care. It is a bit of fun. We are here to entertain you and nothing else. So when you're watching at home, just keep that in mind with everything that goes on and everything you do. Okay. There are 5 rounds in this quiz, and there are 5 questions in each round coming up. General knowledge in this order, by the way, as well. You might want to write these down if you've not played before. Music, TV, sports, and film. You can double your points in any of those rounds by playing a joker. We do operate a joker system. What happens is you get 1 joker per quiz for your team, and you declare that you are playing your joker before that round starts. And how you do that is you pop it in the comments box. As you can see here on the comments box, people are popping in all the time. Of course, Paula Squares. Exactly, yeah. So you pop your thing in there saying, my team are playing their joker on. Now would be a good time for general knowledge. If you are playing your general knowledge, as Gail has done there, joker on general knowledge, please. And she's done it. So any points that Gail scores in that round will double up. But you cannot play it halfway through the round. You can't think, oh, we're having a good round here, we're going to play our joker. Doesn't work like that. You got to make sure that you play your joker before the round starts and at no other time. Frankly, we're not monitoring it, so you could get away with cheating if you really wanted to, but don't. As we said earlier, a bit of fun. Try not to cheat yourself. There's no need for it. So the first round is general knowledge. Have a think about playing your joker there. The table round, as we've alluded to earlier on, posted table round the Ceroc Evolution Facebook page, which could be where you're watching this from. I know, just checking along that the vast majority of people are watching on the Facebook page. There are still a few people watching on YouTube, of course, but if you are watching from Facebook, it is just below where we are now. You get 1 point for each. There's 12 questions on there. What Paula did, and keep in mind that Paula is an actual bona fide therapist of sorts. She has taken some dance moves that also happen to be the names of marital aids, I guess would be the way to describe them. So your job is to tell us which are just dance moves and which are also marital aids. All right. So some of them are marital aids. Some of them are just dance moves. We're not going to tell you how many. Some are, some aren't. What you have to do is 12 names there. Tell us which are actual marital aids and which are not. Get 1 point for each. We will go through the answers at the end, and I'm very much looking forward to doing so. You can't play a joker on the table round. You can only play a joker on the 5 rounds that we said before. That's what it looks like. You've got the 12 there. You've got, as Paula quite right, sex toys. Thank you, Paula. Glad you said that, not me. So you've got jive, octopus, catapult, tango, basket, scroll. Well, it's a yo-yo rock. sway, spin, and cleaver, all common terms in the dance world. If you're here and you're not a dance person, that's pretty irrelevant, really. But some of them also happen to be the names of sex toys. If you want, have a guess which are which, and we'll go through the answers at the end. As I said, let's see. Marital aids. There you go. Martial aids. Private joke. Anyway, first round is on general knowledge. If you want to play your joker on general knowledge, hopefully you'll be able to do so now. It would be rubbish if I was just sitting here reading out questions to you. I like to get my friends involved. And poignantly, somebody that has had to suffer quite a lot of FaceTime with me of late is now going to have to suffer even more FaceTime with me. I've got her on for a reason. Not only is she my friend, but she's here to talk about the wonderful things that the dance community have been doing recently. It's my very good friend, Lindsay Bennett. Lindsay, how are you?
Tired, but very, very happy.
Good. Yeah, me too. So for those of you watching at home that don't know, Lindsay is Ceroc's head of marketing, which basically means that she's, generally speaking, in charge of everything to do with Ceroc. So anything that doesn't fall exactly under, I guess, specifically dancing or
finance,
everything else. Yeah. So when we decided to do this crowdfunding campaign to raise some money to help out some of the people that are in dire straits because the VAT people at HMRC being utter, we have decided to crowdfund it to challenge this appeal. And Lindsay is pretty much the mastermind of all this. And what I was hoping to do, Lindsay, was get you on so we could have a little chat and then really tip it over the last bit of the 50 grand. But we needn't bother because it's happened, didn't it?
Already done. Seriously, this is surpassed our expectations. And can I just say as well, it wasn't just me working on it. So Steve, as he mentioned, I've seen a lot of Steve because he was helping the campaign. And then you've had Mark Forster. He does all the website and he has done some incredible hours as well. He's a night owl. He basically starts like at night and he goes right through to the morning, joins us on a Zoom first thing in the morning, tells us what he's done, works really, really hard. And then you've got Alma as well, who's basically been out there sort of like copywriting, trying to get other dance organizations involved. We have had phenomenal support and, you know, in 6 days, that is, it's brilliant. It's brilliant. The dance community, it just shows how strong it is. And it's, you know, it's heartwarming.
I know. We haven't even scratched the surface on our massive PR campaign that's kind of in the works that could hit the media at any point either, have we? So, just a quick question before we carry on. Is there VAT or marital aid?
Maybe martial aid.
That was a spelling mistake on a website earlier on in the week, wasn't it?
Oh, was it? I
think so.
I just feel as if I'm in on the joke now.
Yeah. So there's a bunch of people who are banging trouble because the HMRC have decided to retrospectively start adding VAT to dance income, which they had previously said was part of an exemption for teaching. So they said, yeah, it's fine. You carry on your teaching, so you don't have to pay VAT. And then they went, actually, no, you're not. And ignore that letter we sent you a while ago and we'll have some VAT on that. So we're talking about some very lovely people who've got bills of over £100,000 as a result of them appealing this court case.
Absolutely. 120, 130 grand is just, it's devastating, isn't it, at the end of the day?
Robbing bastards. Anyway, we've got to the point now where we can proceed with the appeal because we have enough money to pay solicitors and stuff. But that's only the first bit. We still need to, over the next few, I don't know, a year maybe?
Yeah, they've said it's about a year to 2 years, I guess, depending on sort of like all the backlog, I guess, of all the other court cases that go on as with COVID. But yes, we've already started proceedings. We've done our, instructed the lawyers. They've started putting the case together. So we've got our leave to appeal happening very soon. And once that's all started, then, we've got a waiting game for the hearing date. And more fundraising and more lobbying. So see a lot more from the lobbying perspective this time, as opposed to just raising the 50 grand. So.
Indeed. But hopefully we'll have enough time to do that. And the reason we need this extra bit of money is just in case on the off chance we lose, because then we have to pay HMRC's costs as well, you see. So that's why we need a bunch of money. But hopefully, with dancing returning by then, the wheels will start to turn and we won't be as reliant on the kindness of people, but you never know. Anyway, to business, to the real business of actual quiz. It's lovely to see you again in a kind of a more social setting.
Yes, absolutely. I do have a glass of wine, although I did resort to wine on a few occasions last week or so, because we've got Mist coming up as well. So that's that.
And we've
bonkers event. How many people?
It's like 2,100 million, right?
Something like that.
It's a lot more than the first one, isn't it?
Yeah, so we've got nearly 600 bookings, as in paid for bookings, and crew, teachers, franchisees. It's mental. So that's this weekend, and I'm moving house next Thursday as well.
Okay, so when you've got a minute, if you wouldn't mind sweeping the floor as well, that'd be great. There is a quiz this weekend at Mist.
Yes.
So if you want to get your quiz fix a little bit sooner than perhaps next month when we'll be doing our 1-year anniversary quiz, you can check onto Mist. And there's loads of other stuff. It's not just dancing, is it? There's loads of stuff going on.
Yeah, so we've really taken on board sort of like the fact that some people just don't like dancing on their own in the living room. So we've done lots of creative activities, from cooking, cocktail making. We've got a poetry cafe. Yeah, poetry cafe with Tony Sales, and apparently he's been writing loads and loads of poems as well. So that's just worth popping in, even if you haven't got a poem yourself. Why are you laughing? And we've got the open mic with the lovely Ellen. She'll probably have a kazoo to help you out.
Hang on, could I just revisit the concept of Tony Sales running a poetry cafe? If you have booked up to Mist, that is your selling point right there. Never mind the quiz and all the dancing, and there's going to be a magician who's very good. All that. Absolutely. Tony Sales doing poetry.
Yeah, you can go along with your poem that you've written, and you've got your platform. You can, read out your poem. But Tony, I know, of all people.
Of all people.
Tony, if you're watching this.
I don't know. I didn't have him down. I didn't.
No, nor did I.
I'm working over the course of the weekend, but I will be dialing in for that. You can be sure. Anyway, I've sent you 5 questions, my darling.
Yes.
And do you have any... now, keep in mind, I've not written these. Do you have any questions about the questions?
No questions about the questions. I have a dubious answer, but that was probably something I've made up in my own head. Okay.
And if I hadn't also sent you the answers, how many would you have got right?
1. 1.
Ooh. So the people play. That's a bit of a benchmark for people playing their joker, because Lindsay's actually very clever. You can tell by the glasses. As Francis says, Tony Sales doing poetry in his Speedos. Is that true?
That would be a thing. No, that would be a thing, though.
It's the kind of thing he'd do as well. Do you know what I mean? He'd probably get himself some glasses, even though he doesn't wear them, and just put Speedos on and then stand there like a pretentious nudie man.
If you've been to Medfest, you'll know what we're talking about. If you know Tony
you don't
Sales.
even have to have gone to Medfest. You can literally anywhere Tony Sales happens to be. He'll probably just be in his pants. Yeah.
That thing. Okay.
Yeah. Anyway, so we got 5 questions on general knowledge. If you are playing your joker on general knowledge, yes, Sheena rightly says, whilst doing push-ups, exactly that. Eyes down, looking. Let's have. I forgot to tell you how we do this. You know it. You watch every week, okay? So we do them each. You do them twice, then I do them once, and then you do them. But we'll figure it out as we go. It'll be fun. You know what you're doing. Don't worry about it.
I don't think I've missed the quiz yet. So
there you go. See, you know what you're doing.
Okay, so question number 1 of general knowledge: which Roman goddess was Cupid's mother? And I didn't get this one. So repeating that one again: which Roman goddess was Cupid's mother?
It is worth mentioning that, if you didn't know already, that all the questions that we do tonight, or most of them anyway, are on theme. Love, sex, pancakes.
Yeah, that's it.
Did you pancake yesterday?
No.
Oh.
Busy.
Of course.
We were going to do. We were going to have pancakes today when the teenager woke up, but again, was really busy.
But she's not out of bed yet.
No, it's about 3 o'clock every day at the moment.
Of course it is.
Terrible. Okay, question number 2: who died first? Was it Romeo or Juliet? So the question again: who died first? Was it Romeo or Juliet? And that was a did get. That was the only one.
Okay. What do you have on your pancakes?
What do I have? Oh, I like having sugar and cinnamon.
Oh.
Yeah, so if you make sugar and cinnamon first and then put it on, oh, it's beautiful, really nice.
Is that like a sweet cinnamon dust?
Love a bit of cinnamon.
I'm a bit more lowbrow. Nutella and squirty cream.
Ooh, yeah, that's good too. Oh, I really want it. Andy's downstairs cooking for me at the moment. God knows what I'm going to get. Anyway, it's a thought that counts. Question 3. What was the first name of Mr. Darcy from Pride and Prejudice? So question 3. What was the first name of Mr. Darcy from Pride and Prejudice?
Andy's been on. He says defending Marcy is after Marcy being the teenager, of which we were referring earlier. He also says cheeky.
I won't say anything. No, it's nice. It's nice when Andy cooks.
The jokes are in.
Oh dear. Hello.
Pancake day. It creped us on there. Brilliant. Terrible. Sorry, quiz. Yes, carry on.
Question number 4. How many days before Easter Sunday does Pancake Day fall? So the question again, number 4. How many days before Easter Sunday does Pancake Day fall?
Fabulous.
Cool. And question number 5. I've never heard of this one, by the way. The Internet is for Porn is a song from which musical comedy? So again, The Internet is for Porn is a song from which musical comedy? No idea.
So we're going to have a quick recap. What do I need to do? Oh, yes, I just need to do that. See, because we do this like once a month now rather than every week, every time I do it, I kind of basically have to relearn what the hell I'm doing. It takes various speeds. I'm halfway through the general knowledge round now, so that's fine. Right, so let's have a recap of the questions. Lindsay, you do one, then I'll do a recap, and then we'll do the answers afterwards. So yeah.
Okay, recap. Number 1, which Roman goddess was Cupid's mother? Number 2, who died first, Romeo or Juliet? Number 3, what was the first name of Mr. Darcy from Pride and Prejudice? Number 4, how many days before Easter Sunday does Pancake Day fall? And question number 5, The Internet is for Porn is a song from which musical comedy? I feel as if I haven't lived. The
Internet is for Porn and the big fact hunt. Everyone knows that. For giving money to no dance tax. Number 1, which Roman goddess was Cupid's mother? Number 2, who died first, Romeo or Juliet? What was the first? Oh, spoilers, by the way, they die at the end. Number 3, what was the first name of Mr. Darcy from Pride and Prejudice? Number 4, how many days before Easter Sunday does Pancake Day fall? And number 5, The Internet is for Porn is a song from which musical comedy? So remember, when you're playing along at home, do remember that you have to decide on one answer. If you've discussed a few answers, make sure you know which one you're going with. There's some comments coming in. Andy's confirming what you're having for dinner. I'm cooking, running the Welsh team, fixing the dishwasher. Who said guys cannot multitask? There you go.
Oh, bless them.
Well, guys can multitask. Otherwise, we wouldn't read the newspaper on the toilet.
Oh,
Tim says, the internet is for porn. The internet is for porn. So grab your dick and double click for porn.
Timbo, I'm really innocent.
Okay, so shall we have the answers, Linz?
Yeah, sure. So reading again, which Roman goddess was Cupid's mother? It was Venus.
Mm-hmm. Excellent.
Who died first, Romeo or Juliet? And it was, of course, Romeo.
It was. Juliet was only pretending to be dead.
Yes.
Which is why Romeo then killed himself.
Yeah. And then she did too. Anyway, what was the first name of Mr. Darcy from Pride and Prejudice? Didn't know this at all. It was Fitzwilliam. A
name that sadly is not as popular as it used to be.
I wonder why. And how many days before Easter Sunday does Pancake Day fall? 47 days.
47 days.
I thought it was 40, so this is why it was a little bit perplexing, but there we go. I'm not that clever, obviously.
Nonsense.
And the last one, The Internet is for Porn, is a song from which musical comedy is Avenue Q, apparently.
It's the one with the puppets.
Never watched it.
No, me neither.
I didn't even know it had puppets.
I am just aware of its work. I haven't seen it. Lindsay, it's been wonderful having you along.
Oh, thank you for asking me. Good to see your face again.
Good to see your face again. And yes, on behalf, I know you're coming back later, so we can do this again. But on behalf of the entire dance community, and specifically those affected by HMRC being a robbing bunch of bastards, may we just say thank you very much for all the hard work that you've done. I genuinely mean it. I know you're my friend and stuff, but I'm biased beyond belief. But you've been wonderful, and a lot of people owe you a great debt.
It literally is all about teamwork. It's not just me, literally, like the franchisees, the teachers, everyone pushing it, and everyone probably watching as well. They've all shared things. We couldn't have done it without the dance community, so thank you.
It is. We are a ship that all sail in the same direction because of the rudder that you are. Anyway, I will bid you adieu for now, and I will look forward to your company again later.
See you later.
See you later. Bye. Lovely, Lindsay there. So I'll leave those up for a moment, make myself bigger, because it's me. If you want to have a quick, let us know how we're getting on. Just to answer, there we go. Oops, Jane, 2 out of 5. Never mind. Liz is saying, "Hi, Steve. Been looking out for you, Blackie. Recently, I've been having meetings in the morning, Liz. I haven't been for my usual walks, but next week, hopefully back to Jane, 2 out of 5. Ruth and the Devon Massive, 5. Well done. That's impressive. They weren't easy. 3 out of 5 for Lynn. Good to see you, Lynn. The Depleted Goonies, 3 out of 5. Depleted how? Lost a few members, I guess. Kirsty says 3 out of 5. Mark is applauding Lindsay, and rightly so. Laurie, 4 out of 5 for Gin'll Fix It. Good to see you along. The Welsh Cunning Linguists, 3 out of 5. So joker up to 6. Is that a waste of a joker? We'll find out. 2 doubled up to, well, that is a waste of a joker, says Gail. 4, Mark So Start 2 will get better, he says. Paul Higgins, Heavenly Tossers featuring S&M Acels, 4 out of 5. That's good. Mark, how you doing, man? 2 out of 5. Naomi loves a cream pancakes. I'm sure she did. Lisa, 1 out of 5. Are you playing on your own, Lisa? That'd probably be why you've only got 1. Made myself bigger. It's Valentine's good. Horse, 4 out of 5. Sex and pancakes make us crumb, 2 out of 5. Chrissy, making me say that all the time. Depleters, we only have one half a team at the moment. Well, never mind. 1 out of 5 for Liz. Not as good as perhaps she'd hoped. These are tough questions. Paul has been writing them. So we don't necessarily have a steer on how difficult they usually are. It's not me. I am considerably less knowledgeable than Paula, which is why perhaps these are a little bit more difficult. Only 2 for Lisa. Friday, 3 out of 5. Don't want to pick too early, says Friday and Neil, and no, nor would you. Next round, I'm thrilled to say, is it's music. It's not erotic sex music. It's just music. If you want to play a joker on music, make sure you let us know. I am very happy to announce as well, when we first started the quiz, we used to play music like we do at the pub in Canberra, and it was a musical intros around and stuff. Then Facebook got very testy about playing copyrighted material over broadcast. And rightly so. Musicians do not have enough money. So we decided to start bringing a band in. And I'm thrilled to say that one member of the band is here. Hello, Clem Fandango.
Steve, this is Clem Fandango. Can you hear me?
Yes, Clem Fandango, I can hear you. How are you?
Yes, very good. Very pleased with the result today of raising the £50,000. And I'm assuming you spent that on a plane ticket to the Bahamas, and you're broadcasting from there now.
Yeah. This is my beachside terrace in the Bahamas, which is where all of your money is going. By the way, somebody know what you're doing.
Toast, very good, excellent.
Yeah, so someone's on it.
I was expecting us to play love music this evening. So if it wanted sexy music, I would have dressed more accordingly.
You're just sexy. You're sexy anyway.
We have prepared, though, a 3-hour extended version of The Internet is Porn.
Oh, good.
From Avenue Q, which was by the Muppets. Not
good.
Muppets, Stephen. And also features a song called Everyone's a Little Bit Racist, which I don't know, because basically everyone is.
Yeah, well, that's why we voted Brexit. Anyway, controversial. You're not going to do this alone. We do have a band of varying size. So would you like to introduce the rest of your band for tonight?
Yeah, I've got a long list of all the band members that are joining me tonight, and the first one is sorry, Steve. Can you hear me? This is Clem Fandango.
Yes, Clem Fandango. I can hear you.
The first one is Matthew. Matthew's back, everyone. This is Matthew. Hello.
Hey, Matthew.
Yeah.
And next it's no, that's it. There's no more.
That's it.
It's just me and Matthew tonight.
It's a two-piece.
Well, we've discovered that with two band members, the chances of being out of time are still quite high, but not as high as they were when there were four of us.
Yeah. Matthew, it falls on you today to explain to the viewers at home why playing music in a band scenario over the internet doesn't always work very well. In fact, absolutely does not work very well.
Well, it's something to do with synchronicity by police. That when we try and make a noise at the same time, there's a bit of a delay, and so I'm clapping my hands, David's clapping his hands, and it's not at the same time. So what we're doing to get around that is really posing it as an extra layer of difficulty for everyone. So we're either in time, in which case, that's great, or we're not, and it'll just make it a little bit harder for everyone.
But that's all part of the challenge, though.
It's all part of the fun.
Yeah.
It disguises our ineptitude nicely.
Yeah,
it does. I've had a couple of people on the comments, Mr. Walker, or Mr. Fandango, saying that they can hardly hear you, and I don't know if they're playing along to our ruse from Toast of London or.
How about now? Is that better?
That is better.
Okay.
That is better, but there is a low hum on the microphone.
Oh, not again.
I think it might just be because your head is miles away from the microphone.
Oh, I can fix that.
Hello.
Is that better?
You're such a pro. Yeah, that's much better. Thank you very much. Okay, so if you're watching at home, what's going to happen is David and Matthew, who are the thinking man's Chaz and Dave, we'll be playing 5 songs that are on.
Can I be Dave?
Well, you are, yes, of course. They are playing 5 songs which are on theme. They're going to play the intros. In all cases, he's playing the intros.
Yeah.
Sometimes we play a different bit of the song as intro. So much a bigger boy. Your job is to tell us the title of the band or artiste and the title of the song. You get half a point for each of those correctly guessed answers. So each point or each question is broken down into 2 half points, which will total up for the grand total of a point for each, as all other rounds. It is.
And for those of you that have struggled in the past, we have some visual clues tonight. Some visual clues that are subtle, I would say.
Very, very subtle.
Small and in the distance and subtle.
Yeah. Clem Fandango has left some, I believe the kids call them Easter eggs, scattered around his home studio. So,
we have
5
2
questions.
new instruments tonight. We have my bass, which I've dug out the cellar, which haven't played for 20 years and is still in tune.
That's good.
And we have a new percussionist, Steve Thomas, who's on hand claps.
Which one am I hand clapping in?
All of them.
All of them.
I think it's 3 new instruments because I'm doing this.
There we are.
Yeah.
All right. So at home, you're going to hear each song twice through the first time, and then once through quickly without me on the screen. So number 1, I need to get the answers up so I know what's coming.
Because you want to tell from the music.
No. So
thanks, Steve.
You're welcome. I am joining in on number 5, I believe.
Yep.
Okay. So number 1. Now remember, they're all on theme: love, sex, pancakes. We couldn't find too many pancake-related songs, so
It was. Sorry, I was going to say it's really hard to find 5 songs related to love.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's not a very popular subject for songs.
We only had 4 until we remembered the Barry White one.
Before we remembered Barry White existed. Okay.
We had to throw in one that's not about love.
Yeah.
Kind of.
Yeah. Anti-love, maybe.
So it's 47 days because it's the 40 days of Lent plus not including the Sabbath. I think that's the reason it's 47.
Good knowledge. If that's true, I didn't have the explanation. I didn't write that question. That wasn't one of mine. I rely on Paula for literally everything in life. Okay, so
Ready?
number 1, chaps, over to you.
Up to you.
Okay.
I mean, I didn't need to have the answer written in front of me to know what that was, and we do need the title of the song. I did, yeah. That was one of my selections. We need the title of the song and the band. They didn't do the original, did they? But this is their version, very much.
No, it was who did the original.
Yeah,
Very much.
but the original sounds quite different to this, doesn't it?
Not got quite the sort of scar beat. We're giving too many clues away there.
Yeah, maybe. I think people will know what it is anyway, won't they? It's a great tune. I basically just wanted to hear it, which is why they're playing it. Should we do it again?
One more time.
Yeah. Amazing. That was really good. Thank you very much, chaps. On to number 2 now. Again, remember we're on theme very much.
This one's about pancakes.
This one is about pancakes.
Ready?
Yeah. It's really tempting to sing. I'm resisting all my natural urges to sing. If you are watching at home, remember the delay means that it's very difficult for them to get in sync, which frankly is a good thing, because otherwise they'd just be playing the song really well and it'd be very easy for everyone to guess it. But don't think for a moment it's because they don't rehearse, because they do. They put a lot of time and effort into entertaining you people at home, and we thank them very much for it. Don't you,
think
chaps?
for a moment that it's because we lack talent.
Exactly that.
Think that for a moment.
Shall we have number 2 again? Ashley's been on. He's asking which one of us is love, which one of us is sex, which one of us is pancakes. I'll leave you to decide at home which is which. I'm really looking forward to number 3. Number 3 is going to be quite the musical experience for those watching at home. What instrument are you playing, Mr. Walker?
I have to wheel
Mr. Fandango, sir.
to the piano.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
We can hear you, Clem Fandango. Matthew, are you still on ivories as well? Or are you're going more synth?
I'm very one-track minded when it comes to instruments.
All right. Okay. So, Mr. Walker, are you traditional keys or are we on synth? Oh, synth. Good. All right. Number 3. You're going to enjoy this. You're listening to Late Night Love Songs on Magic 105.4.
Going out.
All right, that was really good. Let's do it again.
Even I recognise that one.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. There we go.
Beautiful.
Oh, no.
I know at least one of our guests got that because she was singing along off screen. All right, number 4. Now, keep in mind, you need to be accurate with your answers. You can't just put down random song lyrics. You have to put down the actual name of the song, and we also need the artiste, if you wouldn't mind. I think this is one of those, everyone's going to know it, but are they going to know what it's called or who it's by? That's the question.
But there are clues. There are visual clues.
There are visual clues. Easter eggs, as the kids say.
Matthew, I believe you are starting.
I'm leading this one. Okay, here we go.
Amazing. Is it fair to say that this is on theme? Definitely. No ifs, buts, or coconuts. This is definitely.
Well, yes.
It's the verse about lemon juice and sugar that gives it away.
Yeah. All right. Let's have it again. Fabulous. I'm looking forward to number 5 as well. Number 5, I'm part of.
Are you ready, Steve?
Yeah. I'm going to bring all of my musical nous and talent to this.
So this is why I'm branching out. Brand new instrument. Okay.
Can you describe what instrument you're on for the folks at home, Mr. Jukes? Ooh. Okay. He's on iPhone drum machine.
The iPhone drum machine.
iPhone drum machine.
An instrument that, incredibly, and you're not going to believe this when you hear me play it, but I only started learning how to play this an hour and a half ago.
You'd never know.
Okay.
If you hadn't told them that, they never would have known. I need to remember my. Hang on, let me just tune up my instrument. Hang on. Right, I'm good to go. It's really hard, isn't it?
It is.
It's really hard.
It's how hard you have to just blot out whatever else is going on and try and just focus on your own little rhythm.
Just like in a real band.
All I have to do is bloody clap. You do that right.
You were very good, Stephen. You were very good. Joining at home. Nailed it.
I feel like a seal with a learning disorder. Right. Okay. So what's going to happen is the lads are going to recap them all. Sans me. I will pop back on screen for number 5, just so you can have a bit of a recap more than anything else. And also, it looks better when we record this stuff for Facebook without me just clapping along like a lemon. So I'm going to leave, but I will. What?
Can I say hello?
So
for those of you that haven't met Alma before, this is Alma. She's my wife. We're married.
No one believes that.
And Alma's been helping out with the no tax thing.
She has. She's seen far too much of my face as well recently. Hey, Alma. We did it.
Yay. Sorry, she's not here.
Okay, she's all business. Okay, so I'm gonna leave. I'm gonna leave Clem and Matthew to it. I will be back. Enjoy. We'll have a run through of all 5. I'll be back for number 5 for my very important clapping.
Matthew, can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me, Matthew?
Yes.
This is Clem Fandango. Off you go. That was number 1. Next comes number 2. Quite quickly moving over to the piano for number 3. Here we go. And next comes number 4. What's number 4?
Ready for me, Clem?
Yeah. Oh dear, I've really lost that one. And we need Steve back in number 5 for his hand claps. Steve.
Hi. Hi.
Ready? 2, 3.
It's really difficult, isn't it? If you're watching at home and thinking, "My God, they're all so out," it's just really hard to stay in time.
The trick is you have to mentally sort of slide the two parts over each other. Imagine they were being played in time, and then you'll know what the song is.
Exactly. Oh, is this a clue? If your wife hears you drinking like that, she's going to lambast you something wrong. All right, so hopefully at home you've managed to make sense of all that. You need to write down, decide what your answers are. We need the title of the song and the band or artist. When you're writing the title of the song, you do need to be the actual title of the song and not just put some lyrics down that feature within the song. Okay, we are rightly so, I think, being quite strict on things. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get rid of banners like that. I am going to add this to the screen like that. And the lads are going to go through them one by one. And then ultimately take turns in revealing the answers. So, chaps, if you wouldn't mind, giving a quick recap of a number one.
So we're going with the whole hog this time, right? Assuming everyone's got their answer written down already.
Sing along at home.
I do. Nice. So, who's going to say? Mr. Fandango, would you mind awfully telling us what that was?
Yeah. Steve, can you hear me?
I can hear you, Clem Fandango.
Okay, Fandango. That was... what was it? It was by...
Do you want me to put the answer up on the screen? Would that help?
Yeah. It was a song. It was by some band called 1981. It's called "It Must Be Love," of course, by Madness. And the clue, there was a clue here actually, but it's behind. It's my saxophone, which may have been behind me actually. So sorry about that. Anyway, it's there.
The year is just for people's curiosity. You don't need the year. We need Madness. It Must Be Love for the full point. Half a point for each of those two pieces of information. Number two. Excellent.
It's a little bit funny, this feeling inside. I'm not one of those who can easily hide. My big house will, if I did, being a big house where we both could live.
Matthew,
practice a little bit.
Matthew. You've retrospectively given them a clue.
That was Elton John, and I wish it could be Pancake Day every day.
Hey.
Oh, your song.
Your song. Will people know it's called Your Song? Most people will. Some people might not. But.
And the visual clue, of course, was Lady Diana, just there. Can you see it? Just there. So she was.
We decided in rehearsals that was completely irrelevant.
He wrote a song about Diana called "A Candle in the Wind," and Elton John also wrote your song, and Matthew wrote a song called "Your Song About Candle in the Wind." So that's the proper link.
Mm.
Can you hear me?
Tenuous at best.
Okay.
Next one.
Synth.
Just because pulled you up, not love. It's
You're listening to Magic 105.4. So, Mr. Walker, let us know. Put them out of their misery. Although a lot of people are saying, third song, what an absolute tune. Well done. Kirsty, all these songs were absolute bangers of tunes. Love Clem going, ah. So what was it, Clem?
It was I'm Not in Love by 10cc.
10cc.
And the album cover is there. It's right there. That's the album cover.
Oh my.
Yeah, you see that in the background?
Oh my.
Love 10cc. I've seen 10cc in concert many times.
Good to know. What are we on now? Number 4.
Number 4, okay.
Number 4. We've already had a clue to number 4, haven't we? A not so subtle clue from Clem Fandango. Two clues. Oh yes, I can see the other one as well. Yes. Yes, okay. I know what this other one is.
I thought you were drinking 10 cc's of cocktail there. That's how I read it. Okay.
Could also be true.
Do you know why 10cc are called 10cc?
There's not a time for that, Clem.
Okay.
I do, but this is a family show. Oh no, it's not a family show, is it? It's not a family show.
So Paula would know this for sure. It's the amount of
excitement.
Can I say ejaculate on the radio?
Is that true? Is that true? Where was that knowledge in the general knowledge round?
Yeah.
Oh, I've learnt something today.
Right,
Francis. Your nostalgia from Francis here. Teenage years in discos. Aging herself there, unfortunately. She doesn't look it. Number 4.
I spent ages learning that solo. So,
excellent.
Fuck you, David Addis. I've got it, okay?
David Addis is in Ukraine at the moment, which is why he's not with us. So just to make excuses for the rest of the band members, David Addis is in Ukraine. What was Ellen's excuse? Ellen couldn't be bothered or something? Is that right?
Very busy.
Yeah.
And Tim Stevens doesn't use the internet anymore. So,
Or Plectrum.
or a Plectrum. What was number 4? Give us the answer.
Number 4 was, everyone knows it's a Pina Colada song, but was in fact, its official name is Escape.
Escape by Rupert Holmes.
Escape. It's actually written there on the wall. It's written.
Yeah,
So it's
written.
And I'm also drinking. Thank you very much, Pina Colada.
Pina Colada. And
Tastes
you also
disgusting.
you also enjoy being caught in the rain. Not many people know about you. I'm
this
part
song
of,
is a
I'm
classic
part of
love song about somebody having wanting to have an affair.
yes.
Leaving that and their wife kind of hooking up with them. And, I'm having an affair. Oh, no, it's only you.
Yeah, it's about two people who plan to have an affair, but then end up finding out that they're having an affair with each other, and they both go, "Ha!"
And they laugh it off.
All of our relationship problems
What
have
we
been
like.
repaired by the fact that we're both prepared to.
Crikey.
Did they then go on to become swingers? Was that the kind of implication? Number 5.
Right. Okay.
Nice. I thought we nailed it that time.
It's great, yeah. I think that answered a lot of questions to all the people who couldn't get it from the from the previous rounds. Completely obvious now. Everyone will be kicking themselves.
Yeah, they were, of course. Hang on a second. So Lisa's quite confident. Says that's her childhood. Kirsty's having a little boogie in the kitchen to these tunes. So let's. Who's doing the big reveal for this one?
B-52. Love Shack.
Love Shack, circa 89.
And the clue is just there, just right there. There's a B-52.
Ah,
Look at that on the wall.
I thought I saw a rock lobster on your shelf. No,
That's for other reasons.
Chaps, it's been great. It's been emotional. I'm going to get you both back later because I think you both will probably have an insight into the table round, and we'll go through that as a team later. Before we do, I would like to thank Mr. Walker for lending the No Dance Tax campaign his wife for the last 2 weeks.
Yeah, I want her back now.
Do you?
Yeah, you can have
She's been keeping us all in line, and David, you've been contributing yourself by firstly answering people's questions online, and secondly ensuring that I don't just tell people to get fucked when they say rude things online to me. So thank you for that.
But you know how Alma's been keeping people in line, keeping you lot in line.
Yeah.
Welcome to my world.
Just generally keeps you in line all the time.
It's what I need, to be fair. So
yeah, true say. Anyway, I'll see you both later. Thank you very much. You were both amazing.
It's been a blast.
It has. I'll see you later.
Bye.
There you go. Cheers, boys. All right, so let me just swap over. So we're here. I'll leave the answers up on the board now. Let's see how we are doing. Lynn, 3 out of 5, pretty chuffed for that, and so you should be. I don't think it was too difficult. Naomi loved to cream my pancakes, 4.5. Well done, Paul Mark. 7 out of 10. That's not too shabby. Sex and pancakes made us crumb, 4 out of 5. Machine, well done, mate. Lisa, 3 out of 5. Happy with that, as you should be. That's not too bad. Devon Massive, 4 out of 5, and the Joker on TV. The next round is TV. If my special guest turns up in time. 5 out of 5. Kirsty, that is impressive. Well done, you. 4 out of 5. Mark is improving and won't need that blue pill. Kirsty's still there. 4 out of 5 for Jane. Not too bad. What have we got? Paul Higgins. Heavily Tossers featuring the S&M Angels. 8 out of 10. Mr. Hill. Welsh Cunning Linguists. 8 out of 10. Jane. 4 out of 5. Not too bad. 8 with a Joker, says Liz, which is, again, not too bad. Laurie says 4 out of 5 for Gin will Fix It. Andy, the Welsh cunnilingus 4 still. Mark is going to play his Joker on TV. So the next round is the TV round. If you would like to play your Joker on TV, if you would like to play your Joker on TV, do let us know now. I can see off screen into my sordid green room where all my guests are lined up and waiting. And my next one isn't quite there yet properly. I've got this where my guest should be, and I can hear him and her.
Me?
Yes, but
Oh,
I can't see you.
Oh, we've got a bit of. We had this over it to stop people perving on us.
You know, when we're doing it.
Yeah, you didn't need to. It's only me that can see you.
All right.
How are you?
Yes, very well. Thank you very much. Are we live now? Are we on your thing?
We're live.
Oh my gosh!
I haven't even.
That's why it's
I haven't,
live.
I haven't even told people who you are. I just, assume they know. Ladies and gentlemen, we're down in Devon now. This is Ivan and Kate. How are you doing, guys?
Very, very well. I'm just trying to find the last message you sent me, and I'm finding cock push-ups, which is a message you sent me recently. I just keep scrolling down to find it. Right, I've got it. I'm asking questions now.
We've recently come off a private, literally 60 seconds ago. So
Yeah.
that's
You've jumped off your privates, and here you are.
Here I am.
Excellent. The wife's left. Where's she gone?
Oh, she didn't care. She's gone
I'm
away.
in the kitchen.
Oh, you're in the kitchen. Okay, but you're still around. So if we need to ask you, controversial.
I'm kidding. It's the bedroom.
Yeah, of course.
Right.
Of course. There's a few people.
Am I?
By the way, a great Ceroc lesson last night. Ivan and Kate. Kate and Ivan did a free online intermediate Ceroc lesson to all and sundry. Did you get many people along?
Yeah, I think we were up in the 30s. So for us,
that's
really
all right. That's pretty good. Yeah. One of yours has been on. Look, she's one of yours, isn't she?
Ruth, hello, Ruth.
Hey, Ruth.
We normally get quite a big team from Ceroc Devon come and play the quiz most weeks.
It's been so long now since we've seen everybody. I don't know. Are they still even here?
Well,
What's happened?
What's happened?
What's happened?
The original reason why I got you on, other than the fact that you're my mate, is because you're quite at the forefront of this no dance tax thing.
Yes.
And I thought a chat with you might top the fund over the edge, but because someone donated about £1 million earlier, it happened anyway. So we don't really need to go into it all, but we will, because I think people at home are genuinely interested.
Yeah, and I think also, I mean, the whole thing about you is the fun, the ethos of what you do with your quiz is all good fun. Whereas you bring me on to talk about something serious, you're really going to put down on everyone. So well done, Steve. Yeah,
you're welcome. Lindsay's already Lindsay has also spoken about it. To be fair, you're not the first person.
Well, it's the reason we did that class last night is our little bit to try and raise awareness, because it's been so long since we've seen anybody, and we've been keeping this whole HMRC thing very much under wraps. We don't want to spoil anyone else's fun, but over the years, we've been through some tough nights. We've got to go out on stage knowing that the sky's falling on you, and you got to just put it out your head and have fun anyway. So in a nutshell, for those who don't know, you used to be HMRC, according to HMRC, by their guidance themselves, said that if you're an educator, a teacher of dance, for example, you're exempt from paying VAT when you go over the VAT threshold. So that's how we've all been operating, having fun. They've been, crack on, guys. It's all good. We're going to go after Amazon and Google and Apple. You guys just crack on. We're going to go after the big... Oh, no, that's not what they said, is it? Sorry.
We'll point our focus at where the money is. The big international corporations that pay very little. That's what we're going to do, because we're good guys. Did they fuck? Go on.
Exactly. Are we allowed to swear now? Has it gone 9 o'clock? Yes, right. Very good. I'm taking the screen away. What's happening?
I'm just making you look a bit better, I think.
Well, paper bag. So Kate, my wife, for those who didn't hear, said she's moved the computer further away from me to make me look better. Thanks.
Controversial.
Just going to turn it this way so you can see her cackling in the corner. Right. So
hey, Kate.
We were allowed to teach according to the HMRC themselves. They said, you know what, we need some more cash because we're not paying the politicians enough for their moats and their bell towers and their subsidised steaks at lunchtime. So we're going to reinvestigate, which is fair enough. And they've decided, you know what, we think you're not educational enough, so we're going to charge you VAT. which is fair enough.
Which is fair
I think
enough,
it would have been better if they'd split it for classes exempt and freestyles not exempt. That makes logical sense to me. But they didn't say that. They said, and we're coming for you historically. So we're going to go back to the start and we're going to count from then, which is just insane.
From that time that we gave you that letter of exemption, we're just going to pretend that didn't happen.
Yeah. And that's what's really got my goat up. So that's why we're fighting it, basically. And I'd be happy if someone, if Boris could just jump in and say, hang on a minute, let's just stop all this. Let's save a lot of money. From now onwards, you have to pay VAT on freestyles, but education is education. That would be a fair thing to do. But no, we have to drag it through the courts again for the third time. But that's where we are. So in a nutshell, I'm glad we've made the 50,000. We can get the ball rolling, but it's not over yet. We need a lot more.
We do. And just to give further background, this was a test case with the lovely Anna, who is the franchisee for Norfolk. And she won the original court ruling to say that she was, and what we do is educational, certainly when it comes to teaching classes, which is probably fair enough. But then HMRC, probably assuming that Anna didn't have the money to fight it, took it and appealed it. And subsequently, they were a little bit disingenuous with their appeal, and they brought evidence that they weren't allowed to bring and all this kind of stuff, and won. Again, assuming that the money wouldn't be there to fight them. And fortunately, the money is there to fight them now. So
third time
to a large degree anyway. So we've got we're over the first order. We can at least instruct counsel to appeal, but we need a bit more money in a pot on the off chance we lose. That's basically where we're at.
You know more about this than me. Just another minute on this subject before we crack on. What I was curious to know is, after we won the first tribunal, which was a massive shock to them, that's like Kate beating Andre Agassi at tennis or something. That's who just saw that one. So HMRC obviously were like, we're the big dogs. No one pushes us around. Let's, stomp on these little people. So we were all in lockdown and very much out the loop at the next tribunal. Did we have anybody there, any of the witnesses there who were there in the first one to represent?
Well, strictly speaking, the second tribunal shouldn't have been allowed to hear any new evidence, and it was all done over Zoom. But HMRC went first in presenting their case and basically put all of their evidence back in again, and left. There was a time limit on it, and left Anna no time to argue her case whatsoever. And surprise, surprise, they won.
I think it was that second appeal. It wasn't to look at whether it should be educational or not. It was looking at the procedure of the first appeal. So they shouldn't have brought any evidence at all. It was looking at the procedure, and if anything was wrong there, not to put the whole case forward again, which is basically what HMRC
it was
did.
a massively unfair fight. Yeah, okay. No, that's kind of what I heard, but it's cool. Thank you very much. All right then, so
that's where we're at. And I think, in case we needed to, and she is always quite the poet on such matters, I think Frances sums it up pretty well.
Yeah, I agree. I agree.
Oh, my, oh, my.
Well, they are, because it sounds like airy-fairy, but all we've ever wanted to do is to earn an honest living.
Yeah, we pay taxes. We pay
tax. We're not trying to do anything like that. We're just trying to run a little dance business, make people happy, and earn enough to have a house for our 4 kids.
And they want to take it away now.
HMRC just want to
take it away.
Just want to take it away.
It's so unfair.
If we had been really sneaky and held it all on an offshore account, or I don't know, whatever. But we're not.
If you'd have done a Jimmy Carr, it would have been.
Yeah. We're not. We're just.
Jimmy.
I think that's the frustrating bit. We've worked our arses off for however many years for possibly HMRC to just step in and say, oh, yeah, by the way, what we said a couple of years ago, we don't mean that. We're going to take your house now, is essentially, I think.
All right.
Yeah,
So
anyway.
have we covered that? I mean, I think what she just mentioned, the 4-letter word beginning with a C, I think that probably sums up how we feel.
Yeah.
I think it's unfortunate, but I would never say that on account of Kate's dad having worked for HMRC.
He's been great counsel, actually. He was a tax expert for HMRC, so he's been great at
helping us,
being a free advisor.
Yeah.
Good man. Anyway. Well, yes, thank you. And to the social media naysayers, we say, bore off. My phone is kind of constantly being checked to see what's going on, and one of the regular kind of naysayers has sent me a long message, and he's about to get a very curt response. Because
Is it a 4 letter? Don't write that. Okay.
Yeah.
So
we got five questions on TV.
Yeah. I don't know if it's on TV. Let's have a look.
Well, I was going to say, what we normally ask is how many of the questions would you have got right if I hadn't have also sent you the answers?
I haven't read them yet. Oh, the first line says sex, so that's got my attention.
Good. This is a love, sex, and pancakes quiz, as you know.
That will make sense. So
yeah,
I know who Gillian Anderson is.
Good. That's a good start.
I used to watch her when she was Mulder and Scully in the X-Files. Can I say that yet? Hang on. I think I can say that. Yeah. All right. So no, I don't know. You've sent me a message here, and I don't know what any. I know the words, and I'll speak them in order, but I don't know what any of this means.
Good. If you can do that, we're going to be okay. So Ivan would have got 0 of these answers right. That's fine. Okay. So let's have number 1.
Okay. Question number 1 is Gillian Anderson. She's the one that I know. She plays a sex therapist in the TV show Sex Education. What is her character's son called?
It's a pretty good show as well, by the way. Let's have it again.
Okay, so Gillian Anderson plays a sex therapist in the TV show Sex Education. What is her character's son called? I have no idea. I've never heard of it.
That's fine. That's fine. We're going to go through the answers at the end after we've
done
a
right.
recap.
Question number 2.
Number 2.
Okay, who hosts First Dates? What's that?
You're too cool to watch TV, aren't you?
We
remember.
We don't have a TV, Steve.
I remember.
Is that true?
Blind Date.
Yeah.
I remember Blind Date. Blankety Black with Cilla Black.
Cilla Black.
Is that any good? Does that help? No. Okay.
No.
Who hosts First Dates? Don't know.
Do you two seriously not have a TV?
Well, we don't watch TV. We've got a screen now. We got a couple of years back. We've got Netflix. Netflix. Right. 3. Anna Richardson presents which Channel 4 TV show?
I know.
Oh.
You'd love it.
If it's to do with sex.
Right.
Kind of. Pancakes. Okay, sorry. Anna Richardson presents which Channel 4 TV show? I don't know. I know Channel 4. It's the one between 3 and 5, but that's all I've got on this one. Can't help.
Not too many people know Channel 5, though.
Yeah, come on. That was massive. It was in that transition, went from black and white. TV went to colour, and we got a new channel. Epic times. Question number 4. Which 70s sitcom based in Twickenham starred the characters Eddie Booth and Bill Reynolds?
This was a little bit before our time, Ivan.
Yeah, but Jesus was before our time. I know who he is. I've got no idea about this one. Which 70s sitcom based in Twickenham starred the characters Eddie Booth and Bill Reynolds?
But in our defense, Jesus is still often talked about. You don't ever see this TV show replayed ever anywhere. For very good reasons, which I shall explain to you later because you're looking blankly at me.
No idea. Can I do
It's also
5?
a massive clue for people watching at home. Yes, number 5.
Okay, number 5, saving the best to last. Which TV show has been credited with the demise of at least 14 relationships?
So have it again. Read it again.
Which TV show has been credited with the demise of at least 14 relationships?
There you go. All right. So what's going to happen is we're going to recap them all each one at a time. Don't do the answers yet because you're going to do a recap, then I'll do one.
Okay, right.
And so I can magically have the questions appear on the screen as you recap them because,
Can you do that then? Because it's really hard to read these. Can I read them off your screen? No. All right. Number 1, Gillian Anderson plays a sex therapist in the TV show Sex Education. What is her character's son called? Sex.
Yes.
2, who hosts First Dates? 3, Anna Richardson presents which Channel 4 TV show? 4, which 70s sitcom based in Twickenham starred the characters Eddie Booth and Bill Reynolds? 5, which TV show has been credited with the demise of at least 14 relationships?
My God, and probably a lot more for the people watching at home. I'm going to do a recap as well. Number 1, Gillian Anderson plays a sex therapist in a TV show Sex Education, which is a good show, by the way. You've got Netflix, you can watch it. Okay. What is her character's son called? Number 2, who hosts First Dates? Number 3, Anna Richardson presents which Channel 4 TV show? Number 4, which 70s sitcom based in Twickenham starred the characters Eddie Booth and Bill Reynolds? And number 5, which TV show has been credited with the demise of at least 14 relationships? Fantastic. So we're going to go through the answers.
I'll be honest, you read those so well. I don't think you needed me.
Yeah, but I get people on. Firstly, because I get to see your face. I don't get to see your face nearly often enough. And secondly, the people get to find out a little bit about you, and they get to see the pictures that you have in your lounge.
They know that I know nothing about anything.
Exactly.
My bell.
So, what? That's a beach, because the first time you were on, which was almost a year ago, Ivan, that was a beach in Australia, right?
It still is.
It still is. Well, global warming, you never know.
Might have washed away. I've not been there for a long time, so could be gone.
Know. Yeah. All right. Let's have the answers then to the TV round, Mr. Burton.
Right. I have to. You're not going to put them up for me to read on there, are you? Can I read them?
I can. I will.
Yeah.
If you read out the question again, then I'll pop the answer up.
I'm just going to read the answers.
Oh no, read the question. We got to sprinkle some showbiz fairy dust on it by reading the question first.
Let's go back to the questions then. Oh, hang on. I can make it bigger. Oh, that's better. Hey. Number 1. Gillian Anderson plays a sex therapist in the TV show Sex Education. What is her character's son called? The answer is Otis. Fair enough.
Indeed.
That's a cool name.
Andy's been on. The high school main hall scenes from Sex Education are filmed in the main Ceroc, Wales freestyle venue. Good knowledge.
Is that claim to fame, or is that just mildly?
It's a passing interest to our viewership, I'd suggest. Number 2.
Number 2. Who hosts First Dates? And the answer is Fred. Is that French? Fred Sérieux.
Yeah, he's French.
Oh, voilà. He's French.
He's very, very French. Possibly the most French man there is.
Ah, bah non.
So sexy.
Okay, number 3. Anna Richardson presents which Channel 4 TV show? Is it The News?
No.
Naked Attraction. Oh, that wouldn't be. Sorry. Naked Attraction. Okay.
Is that the one where they just get people on and stand in the nude, and then they gradually?
And then it like reveals their feet.
They stand in tubes. I'm not repeating
this.
this.
And then it reveals their face, and then they have to speak.
Is that what you do when I'm out at work at Ceroc? It is.
I've watched it before.
It's also, funny enough, part of the Ceroc teacher training program. It's how we pick our teachers now.
I do remember the audition, actually. That it was, yeah. Anyway, right.
Yeah.
Moving on. Number 4. Which 70s sitcom based in Twickenham starred the characters Eddie Booth and Bill Reynolds? And the answer is Love Thy Neighbour. I've heard of that.
You will have heard of it because it is well racist. That's why you don't hear it and see it anymore. I'd imagine people who voted Brexit probably like it and don't understand why it's not on the TV anymore.
All right, then. Number 5.
I'm joking. You won. Number 5.
Right. You remain strong there, Steve. Which TV show has been credited with the demise of at least 14 relationships? Is it The News? Strictly Come Dancing. Has it? How's that happened?
Just they have affairs with their dance instructors, don't they? Right,
moving on.
moving swiftly along. There's a rumor circulating that you might be along again later.
Oh, am I? Yes, I am. What else did you send me in the instructions? Nudity, Vaseline. It was something here. Push up. Yeah, I'm back.
Before. Look. Devon Massive got 5 out of 5 and doubled up. Is there some skullduggery going on? They're actually very clever, the Devon Massive. They quite often get near winning this, so well done to them.
Well done, Ruth. Ruth, well done.
That's good, yeah. Well done, thank you.
Jeff and Jen. Are you with Jeff and Jen? Because Jeff just sent me a picture of his.
Jeff just messaged me.
Listen, it's been emotional. I will see you both a little bit later. Ciao. Ivan's gone. We love Ivan and Kate. Great people. All right, Lynn. 3 out of 5. Mark, same score. Well done, Tony. And the depleted Goonies got 4. That's pretty good. 4 out of 5 with a Joker. Double up to 8, says Mark. Paul, Naomi, love my green pancakes. Got 5. Well done. Oh, Bull, 3 out of 5. Too late to the party. Never mind. Paul Higgins. Heavenly Tossers featuring Yes and the Angels. They're on fire with 5 out of 5. That's good. The Welsh. 3 out of 5. Lisa, a dismal 3, but that's all right. Sex and Pancakes made us crumb, 1 out of 5. The dancing machine is far too busy to be watching TV. That's why. 4 out of 10, but a joker, Lisa. That's all right when you're playing on your own. 3 out of 5 for Liz. Helen could do better. 2 out of 5. She's bringing the pancake jokes to the table very well this evening. Jen will fix it. 4 out of 5. What one did you get wrong, Francis? Let us know. So moving swiftly along, because we've spoken quite a lot at length this evening. That's how long of an evening it's been. About the tax thing. We're going to park it to a degree now. In fact, I'm going to delay. The next round is on sports. If you want to play your joker on sport, make sure you let us know. The reason I'm delaying ever so slightly, because again, I'm looking down into my sordid green room and I am not seeing my next guest sitting there in the sordid green room. So I have to fill for a little bit. Francis just confirms that they got the first question wrong, which is a shame. So if anybody happens to be wandering around in Brighton and you're walking past Michael and Tim's house, if you want to knock on the door and ask them to log on to the studio, that would be really handy, because Francis just confirms that they got the first question wrong, which is a shame. So if anybody happens to be wandering around in Brighton and you're walking past Michael and Tim's house, if you want to knock on the door and ask them to log on to the studio, that would be really handy, because Francis just confirms that they got the first question wrong, which is a shame. So if anybody happens to be... Why can I hear myself? This is very strange. Walking past Michael and Tim's house. There's something going on at Michael and Tim's house, and I don't know what it is. They've disappeared now. This is very strange. Let's get that back. Otherwise, you're going to see me all again. So technical problems. Wouldn't be the first time, probably won't be the last, but we know they're there. We know they're paying attention. We're going to get them. Echo says, I know, I could hear myself, and I don't know why. Lisa's saying she's going to claim her 0 in the sport round now, before we go too much further. I think you might be surprised. Lisa. You might get a few more than 0. So what we're planning, I'll tell you what we're planning while Michael gets his act together and figures out what's going on. Next month, we are planning to be here again. Reason being that I reckon come about April, the world might start to return to some degree of normality, where at least we'll be able to go out of the house. You might even be able to go to the pub. Who knows? So next month might be the grand finale. It will be 1 year, pretty much exactly, since we did our first Big Fact Hunt live over Tinternet. And it'll be a nice way to kind of round off 1 year of nonsense and then pack it in and hopefully meet again at Canberra. Anyway, he's back. There he is. Can we hear him? Michael Santana, how are you? Oh my goodness.
I've got me cakes and I've got me pan.
As always, I say to the people at home, I don't know what's going on down at Shea Santana until you do. And I'm always as pleasantly surprised as you. How's things?
Oh, good. I've turned a bit of a Stepford wife while we've been in lockdown. But yeah, all good, mate. All good.
I like your apron. It's very foxy.
Very foxy.
Are they balloons? Is that a balloon knot?
Yeah, it's a balloon knot.
Okay.
You like the balloon knots, don't you?
Yeah, it's a private joke. Shut up about it. So what have you been up to? What's going on?
Work. Boring. And I'm just bored of lockdown. Want to be out. And apart from that, we're entertaining ourselves with balloons.
Ah, good. What else could you say?
Exactly.
Here we go. Pantomime Dame. With a pint of lager. What is your dame name? Did we had one for the Pride Fact Hunt that we did back in the summer? Eh?
Kutya.
Kutya. Cutty your dick off.
That's the one. Yeah, I've been watching way too much RuPaul Drag Race as well, right from the beginning. Shout out.
Is there such a thing as too much?
No, you asked him.
Mine's Dixie Normus for those watching at home.
Hey.
So we've got five sports questions on sports because Michael is well sports.
Sports.
If as we always ask, if you hadn't been also given the answers, how many would you have got right?
Let's just. I'm not even going to lie. None.
Let's just say none. And if that changes as we go through, then we'll cross that bridge when it comes, which is fine. So I've missed your face. Can you believe you? It was Michael that actually reminded me the other day that we're coming up to a year of doing this.
Yeah, 20th of March, isn't it?
Yeah. So we'll try and get.
Oh, it was the 22nd of March, the first quiz in your pants, and you were here.
I was.
And then we all went into lockdown on the Monday. Yeah.
So should we try and get the next one to be an anniversary one somewhere near the 22nd of March?
Yes.
Whatever the nearest Wednesday is.
I mean, I have ideas. We'll talk off screen.
Okay, yes. We'll talk in our showbiz green room after the fact. Okay, so look, hang on. Does that mean anything to you?
Oh, Eurovision was amazing. Yes, it was. Yes. That's the UK Drag Race.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
that makes sense. I'm not down with Drag Race, even though I do have access. I have not been watching it. So, 5 questions on sport.
Yeah, got my teeth in.
Got your teeth in. Good. Let's hit it up.
All right. Question number 1 for sport. Whammy. Who presented World of Sport from 1968 to 1985? That was who presented World of Sport from 1968 to 1985.
It's worth mentioning that we are on theme. So even if the questions don't look necessarily on theme, the answer might be tenuously on theme. Hang on, we're getting some confirmation here of 24th of March is 22nd is a Monday. So 24th of March for our next potentially finale quiz.
Yes, why not? Why the hell not? I mean, let's not play on the fact that it's been a whole year.
Should we? We'll get the husband to check the diary while we're off screen.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I shall do the same while you're reading the questions.
Yes, the links you refer to, by the way, are as believable as my boobs. So that was question 1. Who presented World of Sport from 1968 to 1985? Question number 2, cricket. Who was the cricket commentator rumoured to have said, "The batsman's holding, the bowler's willy"?
I don't think it was a rumour. I think that actually happened. I think there's audio of it. Paula might confirm. Yeah, I don't think it's a rumour. I think it's true. and this one works on theme, both in the question and in the answer, if you ask me.
Oh, yes, it does. Yes, I get that one. I can see that now. Yeah. I thought it said Wiley at first. Let's double read that one. Yeah. So who was the cricket commentator rumoured to have said, "The batsman's holding, the bowler's willy"? Question number 3. In which Buckinghamshire town is the world famous pancake race held? Now there's a link.
There is.
In which Buckinghamshire town is the world famous pancake race held?
Yeah. Is that the first pancakey question we've had so far?
Probably.
Oh no, we had in the general knowledge we had a Lent based question, I think.
We did. Yeah. So that was in which Buckinghamshire town is the world famous pancake race held? Number 4, 30-year-old Brooke Pancake plays which sport? That's 30-year-old Brooke Pancake plays which sport?
Paula's been on. I couldn't find the audio. I knew someone would query it, hence rumoured.
Rumoured.
It is, I believe, true on
I've
TMS.
noticed a lot of people rolling their R's tonight as well, especially Lindsay. Rumoured.
Rumoured. Yeah. So we're being posh.
Ceroc. So
HMRC.
So number 4 was 30-year-old Brooke Pancake plays which sport? And your final question for sport. What has Joe Hart won 4 times? Oh, Hart. Yeah. What has Joe Hart won 4 times?
4. I'm gonna bring it up on screen, Michael. I'm gonna do things that
just require me. I'll go side on for the lads.
There we go. Let me just wipe the questions off so I don't ruin the illusion. There we go. Ignore that last bit. There we go.
Right, bit of magic.
Let's have a recap.
Okay, number one. Who presented World of Sport from 1968 to 1985? Number two. Who was the cricket commentator rumoured to have said, "The batsman's holding the bowler's willy"? There's no giggling that, is there? No. Okay. Number three. In which Buckinghamshire town is the world-famous pancake race held? Ping. And number four. The 30-year-old Brooke Pancake plays which sport? And finally, number five. What has Joe Hart won 4 times?
Cool. I am going to do a recap as well. Who presented World of Sport from 1968 to 1985? Who was the cricket commentator rumoured to have said the batsman's holding the bowler's willy? That is, of course, Michael Holding and Peter Willey. In which Buckinghamshire town is the world famous pancake race held? 30-year-old Brooke Pancake plays which sport? And what has Joe Hart won 4 times? Joe Hart is a football player, which Michael already knew, so I didn't need to tell you.
You know,
You didn't need me to tell you that, did you? Anyway, right. So, people are just mulling over the answers. So, are you busy? Because you're. I think it only really just started your new health club before they closed down again.
So the health club, as we probably all remembered, opened. Not that everyone gathers, keeps track of my appearances and stuff. But yeah, we finally opened our first club in July eventually, and then it opened and closed, and now it's closed. We are on track for opening our second club in Hove, and
when more local.
Yeah, it's 25-minute walk for me, which is brilliant. Not too much well. However, that, of course, hasn't had the go-ahead to open, but the building site is nearly finished. The club's nearly done. Everything's done apart from some paint work. So all the pool's done and everything. And I'm now recruiting.
So I see we're LinkedIn buddies. So I get to see your recruitment drive on a regular basis.
As you can imagine, I have been inundated with applications, and there's a lot of people out there, of course, need some work. So I am doing back-to-back Zoom interviews all week, this week and next week. Half an hour, that's all they get for their first interview, half an hour on Zoom to sell themselves. And if they go through to the final stage, which it will be a face-to-face at some point. But we're hoping to open Hove in spring, but start everybody as soon as possible for training.
It's like Health Club X Factor.
It is, isn't it?
We got some comments on the questions in the first round, and now Ashley, my son, is also a very keen cricketer, and he's asking, is it bad that he's played with Willie Jr. a few times? Ash, is that true? Have you played with Peter Willie's son? Or
it's a bad thing in my lifetime.
And Sheena says Joe Hart is Joe Hart's Ceroc teacher's hubby. That's true.
Oh,
but not the Joe Hart in question.
No.
Did you know that Joe Hart, the Ceroc teacher, is married to Joe Hart?
Oh right, no, I didn't.
Joe Ann Hart is married to Joseph Hart.
That's amazing.
I know, right?
Big up for the JoJos.
Yeah, fabulous. Not confusing in the least in anywhere else, I'm sure. All right, so let's do the answers to the. I'm assuming her name's Joanne. Could be Josephine. I'm guessing Joanne. Sport answers then.
I'll do the question really quickly then. Who presented World of Sport from 1968 to 1985? The correct answer is Dickie Davies.
It's Dickie Davies. See, on theme.
Yeah, Dickie.
Yeah.
Number two was who was the cricket commentator rumoured to have said the batsman's holding the bowler's willy? The correct answer is Brian Johnston. And
something to Ash just is clearing things up. He said yes in the North Ants Cricket League once with his dad watching as an umpire. His dad is an umpire now. Really.
Oh, amazing.
So Ashley's had. Ash, can you confirm whether or not you got the willy out?
Right. Number three. In which Buckinghamshire town is the world famous pancake race held? The correct answer is Olney.
Olney.
Number 4, 30-year-old Brooke Pancake plays which sport? The correct answer is golf.
Golf. Of course, it's golf. Everyone who plays golf and is American has a stupid name. True story.
I will take your word. Number 5, what has Joe Hart won 4 times? It's not the Joe Hart who's won, maybe Ceroc, I don't know. But yes, the Premier League Golden Glove Award.
There we are.
Right. Golden Glove.
Just a bit of housekeeping. It's pronounced Oni.
Oh my.
Who said the batsman's round in?
I like
Good
that.
stuff. So we before Tim appears in a bit for the film round, just a final bit of housekeeping between you and I. We are back for another quiz at Mist this weekend.
I know. I mean,
on Saturday afternoon.
So not quizzed out at all.
No.
No, it'd be good fun. I think we're getting FCC back, aren't we? Yeah,
we are. Yeah. Our usual is coming back because we're going to try as much as possible to treat it like a Canberra quiz. We've already started in the right way because Tim has told us how long we've got, and we fully intend to stick to that, and we probably won't. So that is why, part of the ongoing Canberra theme that we're trying to maintain.
I know, right?
We definitely will finish on time, Tim.
He's not believing you right now.
Yeah, I know. We got form for not, so he's right. He's very right, especially when Carl's involved.
Oh.
Anyway, so you're coming back soon.
Yeah.
I will leave you to go and get ready while I quickly go through the scores, how people have been doing in the sports round. Thank you very much, Mr. Turner. There he goes, word guy. Okay, so just going through the scores here. Depleted Goonies, they got 1 out of 5. That's abysmal and dismal, they say. 1 out of 5. Joker on film. Lynn, 1 out of 5. No surprise. Devon, absolutely running away with it. They're doing Ivan and Kate proud. And you are 5 out of 5 on the spot. Massive 2 for Lisa. Lisa, I told you wouldn't be a complete disaster in our old bull. Sport 3 out of 5. Was expecting a little bit better. Only 1 for the dance/sex machine. Poor random thought from Mark. That's 2. I normally expect better from him. Name he loved to cream my pancakes. 4 out of 5. Well done, Paul. John, I believe he did say it only while reading out a letter someone sent as a prank. Okay, good knowledge. 2 out of 5 in the pancake mix. Andy, Welsh cunning linguist. 2 out of 5. Lisa, no. Never mind. Liz, 1 out of 5. You're not alone in that. Devon, massive. Lucky with 1. Yeah, understandably, that's fine. You still got to guess at these things. Heavenly Tosses, 5 out of 5. Gin will fix it, 3 out of 5. And I remember, I guess, watching Dickie. Okay, there you go. So, the reason most people tune in, let's be perfectly frank about it, if we're being honest. We're going to say that most people tune in because the film round happens and it is one of the best things on the internet. And tonight will be no exception, as once again, it's time to go back down to sunny Brighton to join the lovely Tim. How you doing?
You will be an hour for your quiz because when the quiz finishes, it's my fucking class next.
Oh, are you relieving us?
Not immediate, not in the same room, which is making me nervous.
Yeah.
How you doing?
I'm all right. How are you?
Yeah, I'm all right.
Excellent.
Been nothing but tosses all day. Been tossing here, tossing there.
Have you? How's the tossing been going though?
Yeah, good tossing.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. We've had some lovely pancakes this morning, didn't we, dear?
We did.
In anticipation of the quiz. So
good.
Didn't do it yesterday. Did it today because we knew thematically it would be more appropriate.
Absolutely right. And I'm glad you did. What did you have on yours?
The first one was I improvised.
How many did you have? I had 3 yesterday, all of a similar vibe.
Yeah,
I had Nutella and squirty cream.
We had 3 each. I had Nutella in 1, lemon and sugar in the second, and then we ran out of lemon, so I improvised with sugar and lime. Can recommend.
Yeah.
Yeah. Go on, mix it up.
Love a bit of Nutella.
Love a bit of Nutella.
Yeah.
In my pancake.
Yeah. Nutella is fabulous. The French have got it right. They have Nutella and everything, don't they?
Yeah. We've got like Aldi Nutella though, so it's unpronounceable.
That kind of those kind of knockoff brands that kind of taste a bit like it.
Chuck and Yachini.
I thought it was chocolate nuts.
Chocolate nuts. That's something along the lines of.
That's something different entirely.
Or maybe not.
Sue says, "What happened to the demo of the tossing?" We promised that.
Ready?
Hang on.
Hang on.
You like?
Oh my god. I should have known. You've got form for it. Let's have a look. Oh man.
Give him a twirl.
It's something, isn't it?
It certainly is something.
I know.
That's
when art imitates life, is that how they say it?
somewhere to park your bike anyway. Right. So we've got 5. Anyway, Tim, you like myself have got an actual proper job now, but yours is full time. Mine's only part time. So
Correct.
you have not, fortunately for you, some would say, not been too much at the forefront, especially with all the mist stuff going on in the background of the no dance tax thing. But I just want to give you the opportunity for you to add your thanks to the dance community for hitting that initial target so quickly.
Yeah.
I would like to pass on my utmost gratitude, my heartfelt thanks to everybody, and I would equally like to not mention it again.
Good. Me neither.
Because whilst I don't want to belittle my gratitude, it's also been something that has kind of taken over lives, hasn't it? So let's do a fun quiz, Stephen.
Let's do a fun quiz. We've said our piece. Everyone's given us a bit of money. We got the ball rolling, and we can park it and concentrate on mist and other such.
Enormously. Let me get my drink.
Enormously.
Just to confirm, that's a big one, Tim, says Liz. It's good to know. Andy says, be careful not to burn yourself while cooking.
Thanks, Annie.
Tessa?
Watch your protrusions. Oh, Tessa, like it's the first time you've seen it.
Yeah, I know. She's talking from experience.
Absolutely.
And James is asking if it's cold. Disingenuous. Naomi says, Joker on film and their team name. That's their team name.
Naomi loved to cream my pancake.
Oh.
Fabulous. Hey, Naomi's surname's Willie as well.
It is.
Naomi Willie.
Naomi Willie. Right. Oh man, I'm so these films are brilliant, Stephen.
Right. I was excited because we get to look at the scenes, the actual scenes from the films before we read them out, and I send them to. So, how much of the acting are you planning on doing?
All of it.
All of it. Oh,
We're
fantastic!
going to give it a go.
No, of course we're not. I'm very naked.
No,
but-
it actually is, Willie. Good to know. So I'll set the scene. If you've not played before, where have you been? But I'll set the scene. What happens is we're going to act out. I say we, Tim and Michael in the main, are going to act out scenes from films which are on theme, and then you have to tell us what the what the film is. I will tell you the gender that they identify as in the film. Michael, in this one, you're the lady in the first one, right?
Oh yes. Hang on. Back on.
Right.
Yeah.
Michael's a lady. Tim is a man. This is a very famous film. It's not particularly long dialogue. No, this is what I was after.
That's a funny anecdote for after the first film.
There is not a lot of dialogue in this scene, but it's a very famous scene, right? So
You get it once.
you get it. You're going to get it once, and it's a very famous film. And remember, it's on theme. It's on theme. That's the important thing. I'm going to remove myself from proceedings, and then Tim and Michael, it's their time to shine. I will be back once the dialogue is over. Just need the name of the film. Good luck.
Okay. Okay. What do you want?
What do you do?
Everything. But don't kiss on the mouth.
Neither do I.
That was great. and the actions were there, and it was
Woo-hoo-hoo! Can't show you my apron now.
everything. Tim is now pitching a tent. Right. That's why Michael's suddenly 2 foot away from him. All right, so number 2.
No,
Number 2.
we need to scroll on this one. I've made the font bigger, so we need to scroll. Okay.
Number 2, they are the other way round this time. So Tim is now a lady.
Lady.
Michael is a chap. Again, it's a very famous scene. There's quite a few scenes I could have chosen from this film, right? But I think this is. Are you happy with the choice of scene for this one?
I reckon there's going to be 100% on this one, but it is well worth doing. What an amazing scene.
Good. I'm glad you think so. Right. So I'm going to step away. Over to you, boys.
So you need to project in this one. I'm just gonna.
Now start again. And start. Now these are very silly little boots, Sant Turner, and this is a very little dress. And these are, fuck me, absolutely enormous panties.
Oh, Jesus, fuck.
No, don't apologize. I like them. Hello, mummy. I'm sorry, I have to have another look. They're too good to be true.
Oh, God, no.
They're nothing to be embarrassed about. I'm wearing something similar myself.
Oh, yes to that. Oh, well done, boys. That was great. Okay, what are we? Number 3, an incredibly romantic film. Number 3, and it does require what's worth mentioning is that if the dialogue gives away things too much with character names or places or whatever, sometimes we change the character names and some of the situations, some of the dialogue, just so it doesn't give it away, and also makes it a bit funnier from our point of view. And we've done that here. Okay. And
just want to point out, you've done this very, very well. Oh,
thank you very much. We get the occasional winner. So we need a third person who needs to play a kind of an authoritarian man. Who possibly could we get?
Lindsay Bennett?
Yeah, I was going to say authoritarian, anyone but Ivan.
Unfortunately, that's who we got. Now, Ivan doesn't have a particularly big part, but it's no less important. Good to see you back, man.
Hello.
Just to confirm that we can hear Ivan. That's good. Thank you, mate.
I'm not going to have to fire that caliber, so I've been practicing my monotone for the next round of acting.
Good. You'll fit right in. Okay, so all right, so Michael is a man. Tim is a lady. Ivan is a man.
From the future. No,
an author. A man who is in law enforcement, I guess, would be the. Yeah. Okay. So I am going to remove myself from the screen. I absolutely love this film. There are so many classic lines in it, and I think we've chosen a very good scene. So enjoy.
Last night we said a great many things. You said I was to do the thinking for both of us. Well, I've done a lot of that since then. And it all adds up to one thing. You're getting on that plane with Steve where you belong.
But, Michael, no.
Now, you've got to listen to me. You haven't any idea what you'd have to look forward to if you stayed here. 9 chances out of 10, we both wind up in Pontin's chalet. Isn't that true, Ivan?
I'm afraid Rob Thompson would insist.
You're saying this only to make me go.
I'm saying it because it's true. Inside of us, we both know we belong. You belong with Steve. You're part of his work, the thing that keeps him going. If that plane leaves the ground and you're not with him, you'll regret it. Maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, but soon and for the rest of your life.
But what about us?
We'll always have Camber. We didn't have, we We lost it until you came to Brighton. We got it back last night.
When I said I would never leave you.
And you never will. But I've got a job to do too. Where I'm going, you can't follow. What I've got to do, you can't be any part of, Tim. I'm no good at being noble, but it doesn't take much to see that the problems of three little people don't amount to a hill of beans in this crazy world. Someday you'll understand that. Now. Here's looking at you, kid.
Oh my God, people! Oh, Kirsty cracking up, and she's right too. That was powerful stuff, Oscar-winning stuff.
I know.
I almost lost it in the middle then.
Brilliant rewrite. We'll always have Canva.
We'll always have Canva.
We're going to end up in a Ponton chalet. Anyway, so number 4, Ivan's going to stay because Ivan's got a bigger part.
Way!
It
number
got
4.
bigger as the last scene went on, I think we'll find. But yeah.
And there's a part 4, somebody who does a very good bird impression.
Lindsay. Yay!
You've chosen me a role that has no R's.
Yeah, so we don't roll them.
Do I really do that? Do I?
Yes. All Ceroc teachers do.
Part of the training.
Oh dear.
Stephen, I feel this. I feel this is the part I was born to play.
Yes.
I'm feeling a bit emotional about having this opportunity. I really don't want to fuck it up.
So remember that this is a very romantic, heartwarming film, but this isn't necessarily one of the more romantic, heartwarming scenes of said film. But it's a very famous scene. So who have we got here? We have Michael is a child.
I'm
Yeah.
male.
Tim is a male character. Lindsay is a female character of sorts. It's a bit nondescript, actually, isn't it, Lindsay? I don't know. Yeah, okay. And Ivan is a grumpy old man,
Hey!
which he absolutely isn't in real life. But for the sake of this, he is. It's a very famous film. You're going to enjoy it very much. I'm very much looking forward to seeing Tim's role in this. Enjoy.
Hey, I like dogs.
Hey, we have your dog.
Whoa.
I wonder who he belongs to.
Sit, boy. Hey, look, he's trained. Shake. Uh-huh. Speak.
Hey there.
Did that dog just say hi there?
Oh, yes.
What?
My name is Tim. I have just met you, and I love you.
What?
My master made me this collar. He is good and smart, master, and he made me this collar so that I may talk. Squirrel! My master is good and smart.
It's not possible.
Oh, it is, because my master is smart.
Cool. What do these do, boy?
Hey, would you acuerdo contigo? I use that collar, watashi wan hashima, to talk with. I would be happy if you stop.
Michael, don't touch that. It could be radioactive or something.
I am a great tracker. My pack sent me on a special mission, all by myself. Have you seen a bird? I am trying to find one, and I am on the scent. I am a great tracker. Did I mention that? Hey, that is the bird. I have never seen one up close, but this is the bird. May I take your bird back to camp as my prisoner?
Yes, take it. And on the way, learn how to bark like a dog.
Oh, I can bark. And this is me howling.
Can we keep him, please?
No.
Please.
No.
But it's a talking dog.
It's just a weird trick or something. Let's go to the falls. Yeah, that was amazing.
Life is complete. Yes, it is, Mr. Paxton. Squirrel.
Oh God! I made my acting debut as a bird.
And you were very good.
It's all right. We've all just been overshadowed by. Oh yeah. So.
As Paul rightly says, that was awesome. Oh, goodness me. Oh, we're rattling along. This is the last one? We're on number 5.
I know.
God,
I just
where?
out that the last line or second to last line, if it is in this film, is perfect.
Yeah, I had no idea why you'd put this one in, and then when we read it,
Yeah. So, well, by the way, fantastic, so funny. Nutters comes the cry from downstairs, Lindsay. Anyway, we have part for one extra person who is very good at reading one-line parts in things. Any ideas?
What about that Matthew kid?
I've heard good things. You look amazing.
Yeah, I did some research into the part, and apparently this was the costume that they almost went with. And,
Okay, so Tim is a authority figure, and he has put a proposal to Michael and his colleagues. All the rest of the people in this scene are colleagues of Michael, and they are negotiating. I don't think I need to say anything else beyond that.
No,
you will enjoy this very much.
I did shave my head specifically for this role.
Lindsay, spelt wrong. You are a fit bird. Good
Not so bad yourself, Paul.
There we are. So let me remove myself from the screen as you enjoy. Again, this is a very romantic film, but this isn't necessarily one of the romantic scenes in it. So I'm going to move off the screen.
so what's the verdict?
They'll do it. They've made a few requests, though.
Such as?
Well, there's a few things here. Nothing really big. Just, well, as an example, Ivan here, he's got some outstanding parking tickets. Wants them wiped off his record.
56 tickets in 7 states.
I'll tell him, Ivan, you got it.
Okay.
Steve's got 2 women friends he'd like to see made American citizens, no questions asked. David would like you to bring back 8-track tapes. Not sure if that's going to work, but let's see what else. Ellen wants a full week's Emperor's package at Caesar's Palace. Hey, you guys wouldn't be able to tell us who actually killed Kennedy, would you?
Nope.
Matthew would like to stay at the White Horse?
White House. White House.
White House. Yeah, he'd like to stay in the Lincoln bedroom of the White House for the summer. Stuff like that.
Sure, I think we can take care of some of that.
Michael?
Yeah, one more thing. None of them want to pay taxes again. Ever.
Nice one.
Apropes.
Totally.
That was good. FYI, disclaimer, we don't mind paying taxes. We just don't like it being
That's perfect.
don't like it being lumped in us retrospectively. Anyway, thank you. That was really good. Did you all enjoy yourselves?
Massive.
Good. That's the main
Very
thing.
good.
Right.
You guys.
I lived my best life just then.
Yes, I particularly enjoyed your role in number 4. Now, let's. How are we getting on? There we go. Clapping and laughter. Brilliant, says Sue, and she's right to suggest that as well. All right, so shall we go through the answers? Number one was merely Tim and Michael doing a pretty short scene, but a very famous line from that scene. It was, "I don't kiss on the mouth." That was that one, right?
Absolutely not. Neither do I.
No, quite right too. So, what was it?
Down, 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 down. Down, 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 down. Down, 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 down. Pretty Woman.
It was Pretty Woman. Thank you. Number 2 is this Tim and Michael again. Michael, you can reveal this one. This is the one where
all by myself. Don't wanna be
Bridget Jones's Diary.
Bridget Jones's Diary. Whenever we go through these films, sometimes I'm often reminded of when we used to do the porn round. And some of the more gross ones, and the Bridget Jones porn version was Bridget Jones's Diuretic, which was pretty
This next
appalling.
one had a pretty good porn name as well, didn't it?
Yeah, this is where Ivan joined us for one line, and you were very good. It was a good line. I thought you absolutely owned it. It was one of the most famous, best films of all time. It was
Mi casa es tu casa. Casablanca.
Casablanca. Exactly that. Casablanca. All right, I'm just going to remove the ticker from the bottom because it's obscuring Matthew's lovely face. There we are. So number 4, Lindsay joined us and frankly excelled.
Wasn't hard.
And well, that's what she said. So what was it, Linz?
Oh my God. So when I saw what we were playing as well, and yes, that's all I thought about. It's the costumes. It's up. Oh, those amazing costumes. I wanted you to put them on.
We've still got them.
Rick Astley's favorite film because he'll never lend it to you.
Way.
And number 5, Matthew joined us again. Absolutely bossed a one line, stole the show. Matthew, what was number 5?
It was a film famous for featuring Kyrgyzstan's answer to Elton John. It was Armageddon.
Armageddon.
I don't want to close my eyes. I don't want to fall asleep because I miss you, baby. And I don't want... Yeah.
It's a bit creepy, that song, isn't it? Because it's all about watching people while they sleep, which is
Absolutely.
it's a bit weird, isn't it? Anyway, so we're going to go through the table round now, which Kelsey Prees was put together by Paula.
Marital aids. It was like watching, I don't know, like you went all Daily Mail on us.
I went all Radio 4 and you know it. We're gonna bring in, just because we probably need a bit of help. We need the missing part to this show. Let's bring him back, Mr. Walker. Hey.
This is Clem Fandango. Can you hear me?
We can hear you, Clem Fandango.
Oh, we should have pretended that we couldn't.
No.
All right. So the idea in the table round was Paula provided us with how would you describe them then, Tim?
Sex toys.
Sex toys. All right. So you provided us with
masturbatory aids.
12 potential. Are they all masturbatory?
Lindsay? Depends who you play. Depends how many.
Everything is masturbatory if you kind of use it right.
As someone said to me once, everything's a dildo if you're brave enough. All right. Number.
I take it back, Steve.
Yeah, sorry. Number 1. So what Paula did was, and she's got a great deal of knowledge in this area, so to speak. She went through dance moves and sex toys and looked for a bit of a matchup. So some of these, they're all dance-related words, but some of them are also sex toys. And your job was to tell us which were the sex toys. Okay.
Where's Paula? Why is she not here? Why is she not kind of?
Oh, she doesn't do public appearances, and we have asked.
She's trade testing.
So number one, we're going to get a consensus from the floor.
Do you reckon we've got to do like a visual, like, no?
Yeah. So if you think so, it's no or yeah. Okay. So go for it. Number Jive. What do we think? They're saying no. Ivan and Matthew think it is a sex toy. All right. So is it? Yes.
Oh!
That's the Jive.
She's been very kind enough to put actual pictures of the actual toys.
I thought it was
On-
She's also selling these at $10.99. Just drop her an email.
If you go to the website, your full collection is there. Okay, so yes, that is a sex toy, and that is
She
what it
will
looks
also
like.
come round and install them.
It looks like a bright man's ear pod. Next.
Where does it go? How does that work?
Answer, well, in the comments, let us know how one might use that, and whether you've got one at home, and what your experiences of them are. All right, so number two, an octopus.
It's got to be an octopus.
I'm saying no.
So Michael's saying no.
I think
Ivan's
an
saying
octopus,
yes.
I think Paul has taken 8 rabbits and strapped them together to make an octopus.
Okay.
What's a rabbit?
Well, we'll find out later, potentially. So the general consensus amongst the team is that an octopus is a sex toy. Are you ready for this?
Yes.
There it is.
Well, would you look at that?
What is it?
It looks like a piggy bank.
I don't know.
I don't understand what it does.
The mind again boggles.
Is it for more than one person?
It's a Pokemon.
Oh, is that what you do with it? Is it?
Milk your mum.
Oh, that's just crass. Okay. So that's an octopus, and we don't know what it does. But
I think it's something manipular, maybe.
Or
yes.
Or earplugs to stop the hearing of pain. I don't know.
What do the little legs on it do then? If it's nipular,
It's massage stuff, isn't it?
I don't know.
Let's not dwell on it. Let's move on.
Let's move on. A catapult.
I hope it is one. I really hope it is one.
Teaching these news is never going to be the same again.
By the way, Paul has been on. I can always do a workshop at Mist 2.
Yes!
Suddenly got a bit more out of it.
Absolutely.
Thumb up for this one.
Got to be a catapult.
So you're saying that it is a sex toy?
Yeah, that's
Sorry.
Oh,
Sorry.
I disagree.
It is. if a catapult is done right, it has a similar effect.
We should have a design challenge for all the ones that aren't sex toys. We should make the for one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is that we've got 2 of the members of Ceroc head office on this call, so
Yeah, and we've got nothing else to do.
we've got the head of dance and the head of marketing. So we've got the right people.
We got a new pub.
A tango. Is a tango a sex toy? Tim's saying no. Michael's saying no. Lindsay's saying yes, confidently. Ivan undecided, saying no. The general consensus is no. There it is.
Oh, I don't. Oh gosh, it's so.
Lindsay looked too
Tango.
confident.
To
on that one.
tango.
Lindsay was very confident there.
Not saying a word.
Okay, right. So that is just your standard one of them, isn't it? All right. So a basket.
No.
No, David's saying no. Matthew's saying yes. Lindsay's no. Ivan no. Michael yes. Tim no. A basket. No.
It's just not sexy.
No. Never mind. A scroll.
Well, Kane teaches these a lot, so
Certainly
I'm
does.
saying yes.
Did
I'm wearing one now.
yeah. David's got one on.
I think
Matthew.
this is one of those sex toys that no matter how many workshops you go to, you still don't know how to use it properly.
That's true. No. No.
Damn it.
Oh, I was hoping it was.
No. Here we go. Look, Kirsty, I feel like I'm being educated more in the table. Yes. Yes. I think you're right. So are we, Kirsty. A Wurlitzer.
Oh, I really hope so.
Yeah.
No way.
If this is one, it sounds violent. Do you know what I mean? It sounds like you wouldn't leave it on very long.
Puts a whole new meaning to the word flick spin.
Hey! No, sorry. No, that wasn't one either. All right, so a yo-yo.
Oh, it's got to
Got to
be.
be.
Absolutely.
Definitely.
Unanimous, they say yes. And there it is.
Oh, that looks fabulous.
Does it light up?
It does have the look of something that it looks like it would be sore. No?
It always comes back.
I mean, it's got horns on it.
It's only a matter of time before Doctor Who replaces his sonic screwdriver with a yo-yo. The way things are going.
Oh, dear. There it is. Tessa says we need to invent a Wurlitzer. Yes. Any of them that aren't, we need to bet on it. So that there is a yo-yo, funnily enough.
It depends on the shape, doesn't it?
Yeah,
That's a big boulder.
I know. I can confirm I know the answer to this one because my friend Joe Paxton, he actually just commented earlier, messaged as soon as the quiz went up and went, "Shit, I've got one of those."
Is it a spelling mistake?
Oh, that one.
Well, I did some research and I found it. So
Oh, contentious.
there is a rock male masturbatory aid.
What
Paula,
does it-
do your research.
What does it
Come on,
do?
Paula.
I think you just have a Tommy T with it.
Oh, is it? So it's like a fleshlight kind of situation.
A slightly enhanced, knobbly, vibrating fleshlight. Yes.
Okay.
With the face of the rock on it.
So if people said yes for that, they can have it. I'm sorry, Paula, but
Yeah.
me and you will fall out, girl.
Well, inevitably, Paula will. There we go.
Is there a sex toy called a Sant Turner? I think.
Okay. So, a sway.
Yeah. Sway.
I'm going with Ivan. I trust him.
Oh, I don't have a clue, mate.
Oh,
Nice.
There it is. Colourful. Looks like a very contemporary, colourful little number.
Yeah.
Looks like someone I know.
It doesn't look unlike me at the moment, does it?
This is the best round ever.
Yeah.
It really is.
I've got to be honest though, when Paula said I'm gonna do this as the table round, what do you think? I said, I don't know. But people are lapping it up, so to speak.
Well, it is lockdown.
It certainly is. Yeah, I would imagine that people's knowledge in this area has gone up quite considerably over the last year. Spin.
There has to be. There has to be.
Matthew and David say
Oh,
Lindsay's confidently saying no. All the boys are saying yes.
I'm picturing a helicopter. Oh!
That looks incredible.
Oh wow.
So has it got a motor in it? Is it-
Oh wow. It does look like that, doesn't it?
Andy, if you're watching, it's my birthday soon.
Yeah, then you can
That
do
looks fascinating.
expression out, Lindsay.
It's got a little bit where you can just carry it around on your keyring as well. Look.
It's my birthday too soon.
Wow.
Wowee.
Oh, this is so much more
Wow.
fun than I thought it was going to be.
Wowee. I mean. No.
Oh my goodness.
Last,
I really
Let me
hope
check
not.
Joe Paxton.
Ivan is saying a very confident yes, as is Lindsay. Matthew. David's saying no.
If there is, it's gonna be
50-50.
black, isn't it?
50 split in the sun, Turner. Okay.
Oh, what?
Oh my god. That's
Ow!
Jesus.
No!
Ow!
Is it doing push-ups?
Ow!
Oh, come on.
Andy, it's your birthday soon.
Oh my goodness.
Ow!
That's not good.
Number 13.
Yeah, please.
That should be number 13.
I'm sorry, there is no number 13.
Ah,
Then
Thanks. What is
What a way to finish. Oh,
that was
I'm nightmares
we
now.
could have finished on the spin.
on
Yeah.
that
Wrong with
on
you?
that on that first Ceroc class back? How many of us are teaching a cleaver?
Not I. I'm teaching 3 spins and at least 1 octopus.
Oh my goodness gracious me!
Oh,
Oh, yeah, Paula, I didn't see, but she said, "Be quick." I said, "Be quick." Yeah, to be fair to her, she did. Anyway, this has been fabulous. I've very much enjoyed that. I mean, it kind of brings tears to the eyes somewhat, but yeah, I had a good time. So we're gonna start thanking you all and peeling you off one by one. Lindsay, okay.
Not
Thank
after
you.
that round.
Thank
I
you,
don't know how I get on.
thank you so much for joining us,
Thank you for
and
coming. That's been a
being
lot.
so wonderful, and thank you for everything you've done over the last, well, forever, frankly. So,
Thank you.
Lindsay, thank you, and I will see you soon.
Bye.
Good luck with Mist at the weekend.
Thank you.
Laters, bye. Mental. Ivan,
Yo,
thank you for lending us your time and very briefly your wife.
no worries. Great to see you. All the best, guys.
Out of, by the way, hang on, no, 10 out of 12 for Paul on that last round there. General Fixie got 9. There was one I saw earlier on that was doing this one. Impressive, Lisa.
That is impressive.
Impressive. Ivan, it's been wonderful. Good luck with everything, my friend. And
Thank you very much.
I hope to see your actual face very soon.
Yeah,
You've
I'd like
been-
to see you on reality.
You've been
That'd be
brilliant.
awesome. Yeah. All right,
See you later, man. Love to the wife.
Thank you. Mr. Bye.
The lovely Ivan there. And the band one by one. Matthew, you were hilarious and
thank
brilliant.
you. It was more fun than a night in with a cleaver and an octopus. In my opinion. Thank you, Steve.
If you combined the last 2 sex toys, that would bring tears to the eyes, wouldn't it? That would be as men up and down the country crossing their legs as we speak. Anyway, Matthew, hopefully you will be available to join our band again next month.
Fantastic. I'll be right on time or half a second behind.
Good.
Hey!
Bye.
Cheers, Matthew. Bye.
Hi, Matthew.
Nice to-
Lovely, Mr. Jukes.
Oh,
Clem.
We can't hear him.
Can't hear him.
Steve, can you hear me? This is Clem Fandango. Can you hear me, Steve?
Yes, Clem Fandango, I can hear you.
I do recommend everybody go away and watch Toast of London because it's fucking awesome.
It is hilarious.
My
anything with
biggest regrets-
Matt Berry in it.
My biggest regret today is that Ellen wasn't able to join us because she would have been so good at the table round. The last round, she would have been. She knows them all.
Well,
is an expert on those.
That is partly why she was too busy to join us.
Could be. Yeah. So I'm going to finish off
she'll-
my pina colada.
Yeah,
Which is
and you're off.
Which is disgusting, by the way.
You're off to get caught in the rain.
Yeah. Ooh, yeah.
So we're David, for those of you watching at home who don't know, is effectively the band leader. He's in charge of the Big Fact Hunt house band, and he does a lot of work behind the scenes, putting it together and making sure they all know what key they're meant to be in and stuff. And I thank you very much, my friend.
It's a pleasure and an honour. You're a top bloke, and I will do anything for you, but not Cleaver. See you at Mist.
See you, Miss. See you later,
I
my
will
friend.
be DJing at Mist, so come and hear my set at Mist.
Good. What kind of thing are you doing?
I'm not sure. Tim is just rubbish at sending out information.
Woo!
No, I'm doing some swingy bluesy kind of stuff.
Oh, cool. Well, you'll like that because David that does actually have a very good taste in music.
Yeah.
And that's true. I'm not being disingenuous. I mean that. Anyway. Bye.
Good to hear
Mr.
you.
Walker.
We can hear you.
There he goes. Boys, that was fun, wasn't it?
It was. I like a bit of well, sex and pancakes in my quiz, I have to say.
Sex and pancakes in the quiz. That's all we need in
Thoroughly
life. By the way, it would be remiss if we didn't promote this weekend the Dancing Machine Sack the DJ slot.
What's this
'Cause
week?
he doesn't often promote it himself, so we need to make sure that people know about it. So go to Mist 2 this weekend, and yeah,
He's got some new kit as well, hasn't he?
he does.
All kit and caboodle.
He does, which he's more than entitled to, given that he works for the NHS and he does all great things. So, boys, it's been great. We're gonna do this at least one more time on what we decided was probably the 24th of March.
Correct.
Mm.
Wednesday. 24th.
The Wednesday 24th, which is the anniversary, bon anniversaire of doing this, which is so exciting.
The anniversary of when you came to our house and we got you so drunk you had to stop your car 3 times on the way home to go up. This is true. Do you remember that?
I do remember that.
We broke Steve Thomas.
God, it was awful.
With a cleaver.
Oh, stop it. Stop it. Never going to hear that name again said in my household. Good Lord.
But the cleaver is such a common move. No one's going to look at it in the same way ever again.
No. There's going to be this knowing titter, isn't there?
Do you know what the alternative in dance to a cleaver is in Ceroc dance? It's a slicer. That's not any better, is it?
No.
Imagine doing a slicer off the back of a cleaver.
Oh God! Quick, finish the quiz on something different. See what missed.
See you at Mist, boys. I will see you at Mist. That is a true story, Michael. We're quizzing on Saturday afternoon, and we will see you there. Take care, boys.
Fuck off, Carl.
Love you too. Bye bye. There they go, Tim and Michael, and thank you very much for playing at home. Remember, this is always and will always be free. But if you've enjoyed yourselves and you want to make a donation to what we do, then we would love to receive it. GoFundMe.com/Ceroc Evolution, PayPal.me/Ceroc Evolution, and there's half a chance until I get a full-time job that I will be able to pay my rent. It's been an honor sitting here and talking nonsense with my friends for you people. And I hope that I get to see your actual faces very, very soon. In the meantime, until what is likely to be the 24th of March, we will see you at Mist. You take care. Bye-bye.